Well, the NBA season hasn't even tipped off yet, and there are fireworks all around the NBA. Most importantly, around the Houston Rockets and the commissioner, actually. So, I'll break it down real quick and I'll give you my opinion. Daryl Morey, the general manager of the Houston Rockets, put out a tweet. Some would say harmless. We have freedom of speech here in the United States, and this is a pretty deep conversation, and I'll try my best to cover it in 6 minutes. But we have freedom of speech here, and we put things out on Twitter, and people say lots of things, and they say all the things that they'd ever want to say, and some of them are great, some of them are ridiculous, but nonetheless, as long as they're not harmful towards others, you have the freedom to say virtually whatever you like. So Daryl Morey said something in support of the protests going on in Hong Kong, and China didn't like that all that much. Communist China controls the media, controls all sorts of different things that it's not like life here in the United States. So Daryl Morey has the right to do that, but there's ties between the NBA and China, and we're talking about a whole lot of dough. So, there's your problem. Money makes the world go round. It's as cliche as they come. It's an expression and a saying that you've probably heard for your entire life, but unfortunately, it's true. So, what does Daryl Morey do? He promptly deletes the tweet when China says, well, you put that tweet up and we're going to stop broadcasting all NBA games in China. Yao Ming is somewhere rolling over, not in his grave because he's still alive, but he's rolling over somewhere saying, man, I put in all this work. I'm literally only in the NBA Hall of Fame because of my ties to China and expanding the game single-handedly throughout China and the rest of the world. And you, Daryl Morey, this is what you do, and all my hard work, down the drain. So, China says what they say. They're going to stop broadcasting games in the NBA. And Daryl Morey promptly takes down the tweet and issues an apology. Then, once the tweet has been taken down, the apology has been posted, Adam Silver, the commissioner in the NBA, comes out with his own statement. Now, he took this opportunity, and while I like Adam Silver, and I think he is a very progressive commissioner, and I kind of like him, outside of the fact that he looks like an alien from a foreign planet, he seems like a very smart, very progressive commissioner. But he decided to talk out of both sides of his mouth. Now, he said, well, we support Daryl Morey and anyone in the NBA's right to the freedom of expression. But then at the same time, in the same breath, in the same, next consecutive sentence, he says, but at the same time, we do need to consider our partners and how they may feel all around the world. So which is it? Are you going to have your cake or are you going to eat it too? Or no cake for you? You can't have it both ways. So, the question is, what's going to happen now? And that is the problem, and that is the question. And I think that you're really making a decision between, do we believe in what we stand for as a league, as a country, as our rights that we have to put a very, very harmless tweet up, honestly, in support of protests. I mean, it's innocuous. It's not a big deal. But at the same time, China doesn't have to like it, and it can affect the bottom line of the NBA. So it'll be interesting to see what the NBA does going forward and what China does in response. So that's where we're at today on the Dave Talk Sports podcast. I am your host, Dave Ettinger. I work at CBS Sports Radio Network, and you join me every single morning on my ride home from work. Almost home, driving from Manhattan out to Long Island. So, NBA, money, or believing in what you believe in and standing by that. Interesting conundrum. Pretty sure everyone's going to side with the money. But what do I know? I'm just a doctor. All right, guys. Enjoy your Wednesday. See you.